Hey y'all, welcome back to the Effortless Expansion Podcast. I'm recording this at 7 p.m. at night, which is not my typical recording time, but this is my favorite sacral intuitive hit to record. I have really been pondering this. I'm going to actually write this post, so the post will be long dated by the time this episode records, but I was just finishing the dishes, just put the kids to bed, and I'm like, okay, I gotta record this. So hang with me. This is going to be a good, straight fire, juicy one. Motivate you. I want to activate you into thinking about this in your life and activating you to actually make change, take action towards it. And they say the best way to learn is also by teaching, right? So I want to start by telling you what I have going on in my world. If you guys don't know, and I should record a podcast episode on this all on its own, but I have decided to team up, go and work with Kathleen Cameron in Diamond Academy. If you guys aren't yet following her, it's Kathleen Cameron Manifests, or Kathleen Cameron only on Instagram, and then it's Diamond Academy Inc. on Instagram. So Kathleen has been so inspirational to me. The brand she's built, the business that she has built, she is also coaches manifestation. And she was huge into Bob Proctor's world, into Proctor & Gallagher, and we have so many similarities, and her and I have been Instagram friends for a while, and my soul had really been pinging me about, Jess, hey, you should talk to her. Jess, hey, you should speak to her. And if you guys don't know this about me, I love to sell. In fact, selling is in my blood. My grandfather is an incredible salesman, still at 83 years old, 84 actually. And it's a huge part of me. I did it in corporate. I did it in my MLM business. I do it in my coaching business. And I actually did it in the fitness industry when I first left college. I did it when I was in college. I had a sales job. So it's just in my blood. And so my soul had been pinging me about, Jess, hey, grow. You're not using your sales. And I was really missing that type of selling. So anyways, I have joined Kathleen's team, and I'm now coaching and I'm serving her incredible clients, bringing more people into the community. And it is such an aligned vision with what I hold within my personal brand. It just feels really yummy and good. Not to mention the team, the community, the clients, the growth, the massive expansion that they're all experiencing is just phenomenal. And I'm so excited to witness it, to be inside it, to be part of the community, to lead others into it. And so if you want to work with me, come inside, let's chat. Without further ado, let's get into this podcast. So I've been thinking about, Connor has an allergy shot tomorrow. This is his first one. We do LDA, low dose immunotherapy. And Tyler has been having them. Tyler's a little bit over a year into, it's a 2-year program. So they get shots and is it called intravenous? It's not in your vein. It's just like in your arm, right under your skin. Kind of like if you've ever had a TB test, that's where they put it. And it helps with allergies. And my kids Tyler has really bad allergies. Nick has really bad allergies. And you know me, I'm a natural girl. Like to do all the things naturally. So I found this. Another mom, of course, recommended it to me. And it has been so life-changing what it's done for Ty. And I had Connor tested when I first started Tyler doing it. And he kind of came back, no allergies. And the doctor said he might be too young. So anyways, I'm like, I think he has allergies. So we had him tested again. Sure enough, he does. Not near as many as Ty, not near as bad, but he's going to have them too. So tomorrow is his first allergy shot, and I've been prepping him. I prep my kids a lot because I think it's really important that they're knowledgeable, that they know what they're going in for, what it's going to look like, what it's going to feel like, what's going to happen at certain times of the day. I do a lot of this as we get into the school year. School starts at 8 a.m. You have a snack at 10. You go to recess at 12. You have music at 1, whatever it is. As much as I can prepare them, I do. And this goes same thing when we leave them for the night, like with the sitter at my parents, I will be back up to pick you at 9 a.m. or whatever. I want to talk it out with them. So I've been prepping Connor for these allergy shots. And mind you, he's been with us almost every time Tyler has had one. So he knows what to expect. But in his mind, he's got it so built up that it's going to hurt so bad. It's going to be so bad. I'm so scared. I'm nervous, all these things. And this is what I want to talk to you about. Because so often, how many times do we put things in our mind that we know is going to happen, and we have it already thought that it's going to be so bad. It's going to hurt so much. It's going to be so hard. It's going to be so, I don't know how I'm going to do it. Just dreading it, right? Well, what if we could change that? What if we flip that, right? Because here's the thing, we know we can create our own reality. So just like we could create it being really bad, the very thing we're going into. So in Connor's case, the allergy shot. What if we could train our mind for it to actually be good? It's going to be fun. So I've been playing with him on this since I had this aha moment. I'm like, Connor, it's going to be so much fun. Number one, it takes 2 seconds. Number two, Miss Bree loves you so freaking much. She's so good at giving you the shot. She's going to give you a cold, not bandage, but cold compress right after. And then she's going to put this really cool blue bandage on your other arm. They don't ever want to cover where they put the shot. But my kids love Band-Aids, so she always gives them a bandage on the other arm to make them feel extra special. Then you get to go into the toy box. It's going to be so fun. And then you get to have a sucker on the car ride home. And then you get to show your reaction to daddy. And then you get to, so it's like I'm playing up all this hype and this excitement. And so now he's thinking about all the good things, right? Instead of like, it's going to hurt, it's going to be hard, it's going to be sad, I'm going to cry, I don't know what to expect. And your mind just like, you know, when you don't know what to expect, and your mind is just like having a freaking field day with how hard things are going to be, how awful it's going to be, what it's, you know, like you just don't know, right? You don't know what to expect. So even though I feel like I prep my kids so good on what to expect, right? I tell them all the things, his mind is still having a field day with it. So I'm like, okay, how can we flip this? So we've been doing this. Now here's the juiciness. I want to invite you to do this in your life. Let me tell you where this is showing up for me in my life. So we're getting ready to move. And I would rather run a marathon than move. That's probably not entirely true, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Despite, I'm not going to do any work. We have a moving company, they're going to pack it, they're going to move all the things. It's still not my favorite thing. Stressful, don't know what to expect, and so I've literally been dreading it. My mind's been like focusing on like how bad it's going to suck. I look around my house, I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do with this? What are we going to do with that? Like, do we really need to keep these things? This is so, like, my mind is having a freaking field day. Why? Because I don't exactly know how it's going to turn out. I don't know what to expect. I'm a recovering control freak. And so I've been catching myself since I caught Connor in this. I've been reframing it. Every time my mind goes there, I'm like, what if it could be better than like I could think? What if like the moving company is so incredible? I literally get to sit on my couch and eat bonbons. What if I can sit on my deck and just like read a book or coach my clients or whatever while they pack up my shit and move it? Check. Yes, please. More, please. Thank you so much, universe. So every time my mind, and I'm telling you, you guys, it's almost a minute by minute thing, a reframe. I'm like, nope, this is going to be so fun. Nope, this is going to be so fun. And by doing that, what am I doing? I'm reframing my mind. I'm bringing myself into a higher vibration, a higher alignment. I'm also creating my reality. Just like I was creating my reality before, how moving was going to be shitty, how they were going to bother me all the time, how they were going to complain about how heavy our shit was, blah, 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 how it was going to take them longer than they said. All these things my mind was thinking. Now I'm like, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so easy. It's going to be so fun. I'm going to just sit down and relax. And our stuff, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, you guys don't have near as much stuff as like we assumed. And, you know, it's going to be so easy to pack up. They're going to be done a day sooner than what they told us. And whatever. I'm playing with that because that's also creating my reality. And guess what? It's making me feel better. It's taking the fear out of it. It's taking the unknown out of it. So I want to invite you to do this because when you're in the unknown and you know things are coming up that are going to happen, right? Like us moving, like Connor's allergy shot. And maybe in your mind and your body, you're like about it. How can you see the good in it? How can you see the fun in it? How can you make it fun? How can you reframe it? Because the truth is, the other thing, almost always, you guys, when I look back and I like had something really played up in my head about how terrible it was going to be, it wasn't that bad. And I bet you'll agree too. I've had this psychic vision already that tomorrow after Connor gets his allergy shot, he's going to say, you know, mommy, that didn't hurt that bad. Didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would. And isn't that so freaking true? If he says that to me, I'll let you guys know. But I bet I've seen it, so it's going to happen. Isn't that so true, though? How many things have you played up in your mind that you thought were going to be so bad? And then after it happens, after you get the cavity, after you do the surgery, after you break up with the boyfriend, after you quit the job, it wasn't as bad as you thought, was it? And isn't that a lesson in life? For me, for you, for the world, for our family. How can you integrate this? Go out, integrate it, send me a DM. I want to hear from you. I also want to hear your moving stories. Tell me how freaking fun you had moving. Okay, guys? I love you. Go integrate this. Play the mind game. Make it fun. I love you, and I'll see you in the next episode.